Hello, my name is Wendy Williams. I work for the MTA, New York City Transit Authority. I am a manager of recruitment, training, and diversity. The MTA is the largest public transportation system in all of North America. My role entails going out to speak with job seekers at various locations. It could be at a career fair that's hosted by the Department of Labor, a workforce development area. It could be a career fair at a high school, at a college. In addition to that, I also manage the high school internship program for the Department of Buses. I hire high school students to join us in the spring for 6 weeks and in the summer for 6 weeks, and I place them in various bus depots around the five boroughs. They get a phenomenal opportunity to work with some of our leaders. They get hands-on experience as well. The career fairs for the adults, I enjoy speaking with the job seekers, looking at their resumes, and looking for jobs that perhaps they can apply for. The MTA itself, we consist of 70,000 employees. That's a lot. We need the 70,000 employees to help you to get to your destination safely. We have different agencies that make up the Mass Transportation Authority. That consists of the Department of Buses, the Department of Subways, the Long Island Railroad, the Metro North, the Staten Island Railway, Bridges and Tunnels, and Capital Construction. All of these agencies are under the one umbrella of the Mass Transportation Authority, which is why we have 70,000 employees. My typical workday, it could vary. It's very interesting and I love what I'm doing. I'll give an example if I am going to attend a career fair the next day. The night before I leave my office, which is located in Manhattan, I make sure that I have a checklist of everything that I need to bring with me. This could entail a list of the job openings that we have. Sometimes I bring job applications with me. We have a nice banner that I place on the table, which has our logo, so that when the job seekers are at the career fairs, they could see that I work for the Mass Transportation Authority. And sometimes we have different pamphlets and so forth that I actually take with me. On the day of the career fair, I arrive pretty early because that's important as far as setting up my table. I work with some of my colleagues at certain events. I work with other recruiters at various different organizations where we speak to hundreds of job seekers. Let's say it's a career fair that is at the Department of Labor. We speak with various job seekers looking for employment opportunities. I take the time to really speak with them and engage with them to find out what type of employment opportunity are they looking for. I look at their resume and try to share with them the various opportunities that may be beneficial for them to consider applying for. When I go out to the high schools, which I absolutely love as well, I speak with the students. I talk about our internship program. I talk about the apprenticeship program that we sometimes we have at the MTA as well for high school students who are graduating seniors who are part of the skilled trade. So there's a great opportunity for me to go out and to meet people, job seekers, to talk about the company because that's important, to talk about the different job opportunities that we have as well. When I'm working in my office, in certain projects, I may be working independently. For example, if I am designing and developing a class, for example, I may work on it by myself. I may ask my manager to come over to look at it with me so that we can collaborate together and make certain tweaks and adjustments in the program itself. When I go out to the job fairs, I'm typically going to work with one or two colleagues from the MTA, and we work together to share the different employment opportunities that are available at the Mass Transportation Authority. Throughout my career, a great part of my level of success had to do with the importance of networking. There's an art of networking. Networking is a give and take. What I like to say is it is important that you make deposits more than the withdrawals. So basically what that entails is getting to know someone, getting to know what they're working on. What are their challenges? We all have unique talents. We all have skills that we have. Listen to someone. Maybe you know how to, you have the knowledge, technology, for example. You're probably great when it comes to technological innovations. Maybe they're working on something and they're stuck. Maybe they don't know that there's a faster, more proficient way of completing a task, but you're aware of it. Share your knowledge. That's a nice way to network with someone when you meet them and you hear their story. You learn a little bit about what they're working on. Share your knowledge with them, offer to help them. And then vice versa. What happens eventually is that you formulate a trust between yourself as well as the individual. And then as they're working on other projects, they may ask for your help. They may have some tools, some tips, some resources that you can utilize as well with whatever you're working on. Networking has to do with getting to know someone, and it's a knowledge exchange. It's not when you know that someone's hiring. So let's say I know someone's hiring and you call the person and you say to them, "Oh, I heard that you're hiring. Do you think that you can hire me?" That's not a part of networking. Networking is getting to know someone, getting to know some of their challenges, and then offering to help them. And what will happen definitely is you develop a nice relationship, you formulate trust, and then as things happen and openings and opportunities present themselves and perhaps they can't handle it, they may actually reach out to you to offer you an opportunity. It could be to work at a different location, it could be maybe a promotion, etc. So networking has really catapulted my career. It's helped me to grow. I have a big network when it comes to my colleagues, for example. I work with them in a collaborative effort as far as the different agencies and the different partners because I think it's important to partner with one another, to reach out to share what I'm doing and vice versa. I have a nice network with the Department of Education, which is phenomenal. It presents me with the opportunity to go out and speak with the students regarding my career path, to learn about their career path. Sometimes I have the opportunity where, partnering with the Department of Education, I've actually conducted interviewing and resume skill workshops for some of the high school students to help them to prepare for the real world or for any job opportunities that they may have, which is absolutely amazing. That's part of networking. It's a part of building trust. It's a part of building the relationship as well. And it's a part of helping someone as far as some of their challenges. We all have expertise. You're a subject matter expert, sharing your knowledge. I had great mentors in my life. And I think it's important for you to have a mentor or two as well as you go about, as you work as a high school student perhaps, or if as you work when you have jobs when you're in college or when you have a full-time job, you always want to seek out a mentor. I had great influences in my life, but the greatest influence that I had were my parents. They were absolutely amazing with my brother and I from when we were children. Growing up, as far as teaching us great values, teaching us the importance of being respectful, being kind, and having great work ethics. What do I mean by that? At a very young age, we learned the importance of when you go to work and you don't just show up. So if, for example, your job, let's say you have a summer job and you're told that your start time is 9 a.m. Does that mean that 9 o'clock I'm on time? Well, technically, yes. You're absolutely right. You are on time. However, I've learned from my parents that you want to give yourself some time. You want to make sure that you're there early. Not a half an hour, but maybe 10 minutes. You get there 10 minutes early. You travel throughout the city. We're a busy city. You always want to give yourself extra time so that you have the opportunity to sit, to unwind before the actual 9 o'clock. It's not befitting that you come in at 9 o'clock and then you say, well, technically I am here at 9 o'clock. You leave your desk and then you go and you grab breakfast. So my parents instilled in my brother and I the importance of having pride in what we do, working really hard, coming to work on time, taking the initiative. Not saying to your manager or your boss, well, it's not in my job description, I'm not supposed to do that. Always taking the initiative. And that's actually helped me working for the MTA and when I worked in corporate America, raising my hand for certain projects. I would be the go-to person because I would be willing to help to take on the additional tasks, and that's helped me with promotions and various opportunities. So my parents had a great influence on my career, on my life, personally as well as professionally, and it's been phenomenal. And I'm so thankful for the both of them and instilling my brother and I such wonderful values. We all have people who've influenced us. My advice to you is always be yourself. Be the best that you can be, but be true to who you are. Trust yourself. You are worthy. You have great values. You are a superstar. You're all a rock star. I want you to really think about that. You're a subject matter expert. What does that mean? We all have unique gifts and talents. What I don't want you to do is to compare yourself to someone else. There's a saying, run your own race. You're gifted. Focus on your goals. What do you want to do? What really is really passionate about what you want to do? What do you want to do in your life? What are your goals and your aspirations? Of course, you're going to have friends. They're going to want to do this. They may want to go to college, as some may want to go into the military. Someone may want to be skilled trade professions. Whatever they want to do, that's them. That's wonderful. But I want you to do what you want to do. I want you to always be true to yourself and be authentic. Be the best that you can because you are truly amazing. You are really our future. Your future is absolutely bright. I have no doubt about it. And I'm cheering you on and I'm rooting you on as well. Something else that I would advise, never stop learning, never stop growing. I've been working, like I mentioned, for a total of 30 years. I've been with the Transportation Authority for 5 years. I worked in corporate America for 25 years. I always believe in continuing to learn. Learn from someone else, reading books, listening to podcasts, learning, going to school, and getting various certifications. For example, in my role, it requires that I have a bachelor's degree, which I do. In order for me to be successful in designing and developing classes, I went and I got a certification in instructional design. I did this on my own. My manager didn't suggest it. She knew, she was aware of the fact that my skills were really great as far as the design piece, but I wanted to take it up a notch. So I went and I got certified in design and development, which has really helped me as far as various opportunities in creating various classes for the organization as a whole. So I think that's phenomenal. In addition, as a manager of recruitment, training, and diversity, I'm under the umbrella of human resources. I actually have a certification in human resources as well. So I have a bachelor's degree and I have a few other certifications that has helped me to continue to grow. I want you to always grow. Read, learn about something else, learn about different cultures. As a kid living in New York City, my parents didn't have a lot, but we were fortunate enough to live in the best city in the world. Although I couldn't travel abroad and we didn't travel to various states, that's okay. Because what we learned is that we have everything right here at New York City. So what I suggest that you do is look at this great city through the lens of a tourist. Learn about the different cultures. Learn about the different countries. Right here, you can learn about the countries around the world. Learn about the different foods, the different cuisines. It's the best place. You get the best food right here in New York City. We have the best museums. We have the best arts. A lot of this is free. Free is always a good thing, right? They have different events. You can Google free events in New York City, and you can actually go and experience the life of New York City without going out of New York City or visiting out of the 5 boroughs. So I leave you with this. Remember that you're gifted, you're talented, you are a rock star in your own right. Always be true to yourself. Be authentic. Know your worth and your value. Use your voice. You have a voice. I want you to share your ideas. I want you not to be afraid to speak up. I want you to continue to grow. Always update your resume also. This is an added piece as a recruiter. When you volunteer for any organization, that's a job. I want you to place that on your resume. When you any jobs that you may have, don't forget to update your resume because it adds great value. Be great to yourself. Be good to other people. Share your knowledge and your skills. It's been phenomenal having this opportunity to speak with you. Once again, my name is Wendy Williams. I am a manager of recruitment, training, and diversity at the MTA New York City Transportation Authority. Thank you so much. I wish you all the very best.